In June 1977, the Sex Pistols' anti-anthem, God Save the Queen, was storming up the charts and threatening to take the top spot in the week of the Silver Jubilee. But despite record sales figures, the song never got to #1. Music journalist Mick O'Shea believes this was because the BBC conspired to rig the charts to stop the Sex Pistols hitting #1 during the Queen's 25th anniversary celebrations. His accusation is that in doing this, the BBC could then avoid playing the track on national television.
The BBC's flagship music show, Top of the Pops, always played the #1 at the end of the week. Be it pants people dancing to it, or whatever, the band in the studio or a video, it always got played.
Simon Wells is also convinced the BBC had to find a way of keeping the Pistols off Top of the Pops as the #1 band that week.
Other than having a blank spot, which had never happened in Top of the Pops' history, they decided that it was probably a better idea to go with Rod Stewart's second best-selling song and make that #1 just to save any embarrassment.
But could the charts really have been rigged in this way? The top 40 was compiled from sales returns gathered from the major record shops around the country, including Richard Branson's Virgin stores, one of the few shops to stock the banned Sex Pistols single. Only in this particular week, music journalist Mick O'Shea believes there was a deliberate oversight.
And that's where the BBC were very snide. But what they did do that week, and just that 1 week only, they purposely dropped all the Virgin Record shops. Any shop that had any connection with Virgin Records, they didn't take their returns that week.
Rod Stewart's First Cut is the Deepest was at #1 the week before, with the Sex Pistols chasing it at #2.
Branson's always maintained that the suits at the British Phonographic Institute colluded with the British Market Research Bureau, and his argument was backed up by CBS because CBS distributed both singles. And they told him, we couldn't keep with demand for the Pistols. You're outselling Rod Stewart 2-1.
For former head of Radio 1, Johnny Beerling, the theory that sales could have been ignored to prevent the Sex Pistols reaching #1 is simply ridiculous.
No, there was no way in which the BBC could rig the charts. We were the official broadcaster, and it was compiled by the British Market Research Bureau, BMRB, so we didn't have any influence in how that chart was arrived at.